What's going on, guys? We need a indicator update video. So I'm going to run through some of the new and old charting stuff that we run through. Most specifically here, we'll start with the volume profile because a lot of people are wondering what settings that we got here. Just grayed out with the red POC. We'll go over that right now. So first, you're obviously going to go to your studies. You're going to type in volume profile if you have not, and you are going to add in volume profile. So once you are in this section, feel free to I'm going to slowly just go through each and every setting. Some are not changed, some are. But as far as this goes, price action, I like to do tick size. You can do custom, whatever you want. Standard one, time is day. So this is going to populate that by the day. That's where you're not going to get that static, huge volume profile that comes all the way across the screen that everybody's struggling with. Just leave it on the day. Multiplier one, expansion, no. That's going to keep them on the left hand side, right? Point of control, obviously our red line there that you want. You're going to keep that. Show value area, no, I don't want that. Value area percent is 70, that's standard. Opacity is up to you. POC, I did increase the width a little bit, get a little bit better of a sight for me. Just make the red line thicker for POC. Volume profiler, high-low. I don't use these except for on TOS. We don't use them on TradingView, but if you want, they're blue and red, just like our VWAP extensions we'll go over next. So volume area high is going to be orange, low is going to be blue. I don't use the profile high-low. To get the entire volume profile gray, go down to global and make sure you change the profile itself to the color you want. I have mine at white. It makes it a gray color in the back here with transparency, but edit that how you like. But that's all the settings that I use for the volume profile because I don't like to use anything except for just the high-lows, the easy high-lows of the volume area. So effectively the blue is support, orange is resistance, POC is the highest amount of traded volume at that time. So a lot of the times where we have today's action where we opened up on feuds, did the roll back down to the 666, and have these opportunities to find a volume area lows again, right? So it's the lowest point of volume here, highest point here in POC. You notice that the POC, this was open, big drop. That was the lowest point. Back over the POC, we have a chance to go to volume area high and squeeze out a bit. So in between the POC, they can be useful. I prefer just to use the wave height of the prior day and current day. Mostly, that's the most thing. So volume profile done. What else do we use? I use a custom script that tells me the dashed lines in the middle here of yesterday's price action. Okay. And what we have colored is yesterday's lows in the blue, yesterday's half candle retrace in the orange. So this is HCR labeled half candle retrace. So the body of that candle, okay, not the entire high-low of yesterday's candle, the body, 50%, okay? That's what I use. Yesterday's close in the white, and yesterday's highs in the orange again. So that is just a regular custom code we run. You can get a lot of these custom indicators at Boiler Room Trading. You can check the description for those as well. Next up, we'll go over the moving averages. Now, I shrunk the moving averages a little bit more. I deleted the 10 and the 50 on the main charts. I'm going to be using the 200 SMA. That is going to be the peach dash line, 100 EMA, green line here, 666 SMA, dash line here. So SMAs dashed, EMAs hard. Okay, that's it for moving averages. Now the VWAP, we use a lot of anchor VWAPs on TradingView, custom anchor VWAPs from high-low points, gap points, points of interest, and we'll go over that in the next video. On how to use the anchors, how I use them. So check again for the indicators use videos. But this is just going to be your standard VWAP center in the purple, and then the deviation to high-low. That's it. So a lot of people use the very standard extension for the VWAPs. I like to use them once we get really low dipping into the VWAP deviations, which are 2 out. I like to start looking at other sourced indicators to help me find support. So if the 666 moving average was playing catch up today and we were finally dipping into some really low spots in that VWAP, this would be a very limited risk zone of finding this low and higher low long we were waiting for. Now, not every indicator overlaps perfectly, but something that you get a lot of is the 5-minute MAC cross where the lines go back to an uptrend where you get some RSI divergence, and then you pair that with, low on the VWAP, 666, so on and so forth. You stack the catalyst to increase your odds. Now, coming into what is this giant dash line right here? These are standard deviations. This is the thicker line is the regression center of the weekly, thinner, daily. Now these are custom coded into the intraday chart. Again, these are a lot of custom codes we have. So if I zoom out, it's going to show me where the deviation +1, -1 of the day and week are. See that? -1, +1. And also, as you see these giant other lines here, what are those? These are moving averages, again, set inside the intraday charts from the daily. This is my 10 SMA daily, and it looks like a price level because it's a daily time frame moving average stuck into a 5-minute chart. So I know I don't need to have a daily chart up looking for a 10 SMA on that chart and corresponding it with my intraday chart. I want to have that just in there all in one. This is the 100 EMA in green, 50 SMA because it's dashed in red, 10 SMA again because it's dashed, and then the 200s are down here. So again, 200 EMA SMA. These are just both dashed because they're both 200s, they're both purple. Don't use them all that much until we get to them. They don't need to be anything crazy specific. So I do have custom codes for that. And again, all of these codes can be found in the Boiler Room Trading section of our custom codes in TOS, and I again will link that at the bottom. And last but not least, we cover the VWAP. We're going to cover the oscillation indicators on the bottom. So despite that, it's regular RSI MAC. I wish I had anything special and custom. We don't need anything more than that. It's regular old RSI with no modifications, MAC with no modifications. So that is the simplicity and just the basic, boring update of everything we have on the charts. Tune in for the next.